So let me repeat that. Sham becomes Ghanshyam, like Ganga becomes Chandramukhi whenever the architecture discussion comes. Okay. Thanks Ghanshyam for organizing all this, for taking all the effort here. I know many of you are having drinks and some of you are thinking whether to have a drink or not. Right? So we will get into a lot of decision making.
Go ahead, Satya. Shout. Satya, come on. Yeah.
So many of us get into some mode of whether
यहाँ से ही बंद कर दो.
maybe just you need to raise the voice. That's it. That's okay. Many of us get into some decision making things, right? So whether to take a work from home or come to office, take a metro or car or bike, right? So whether to take a drink here or not. So for all those, I have one very good predictor. So just looking at that, you can take a decision, right? Only thing is, you should always add an inverter, right? So whenever Suman comes by to office, you better stay home. Right? Whenever Suman comes by car, you take a bike. Right?
Hello.
So whatever, just add an inverter, and whenever Suman says, tells the shares, you better buy.
इधर यू साइड वहाँ पे सत्या.
So today we will talk. I mean, I'm trying my best not to talk about PD, but we'll talk more on
Nothing about us, no.
So we have come long way here. Thanks again for coming. Welcome to Satyasi again. So here we are very well protected. You know the best protector is a front-end guy. A front-end guy will have a legacy code, right? He will make sure that nobody touches that. Whatever you ask, whether any structuring to be done, he will say no. Whether a buffer to be added also, he will say no. You remember that gems at dinosaur? A big dinosaur with all gems will be there. If you touch one gem, everything will fall down. So he will think his legacy code is like that. So even if you touch it, everything will fall down. So he is the best protector. So we'll talk about managers a bit. Managers are very difficult. So all through the year, right? Whenever you work very well, they will appreciate a lot. They will say too good, excellent, you are the best, but everything on by orally. They will not put anything on email or anything. So when the appraisal comes and when you say that okay, you have done perfect delivery, everything, they will say that this is all expected of you. They will say this is all expected of you. You are not doing anything different. So you did some automation, better QR. So then they will say where is the innovation, right? And then they will say where is the communication, right? And then they will say did others adopt your method? Did at least your neighbor in your apartment or neighbor in your cubicle adopt it? You will say that that guy is not even in our project. But he will say that okay, if your neighbor also is not adopting your code or your automation or innovation, how do you expect me to give you a promotion or a hike? So then finally, let's say you cover all this. You make that neighbor, even if it's in a different project, adopt that your solution, right? Your innovation. Then he will ask, with all your innovation, did the shares increase? He will say no. Then you cannot get the hike. So managers have these control signals. Whenever they want to get it, they will get it. And top management will have all these all hands meetings. So these guys have this Uttarayana and Dakshinayana. Uttarayana for top management is from April to October. So April is where the results have come, and after the results, from that to October, they will say everything is very good. Business is very good. The sales are going up. There is lot of roadmap, lot of projects going on, lot of hiring going on, right? And then the Dakshinayana starts. Dakshinayana is from October to April. So that is when suddenly they will start talking different tone. They will start saying that things are not looking good, things are looking bleak, as if everyone, the entire company is going into poverty. That is how they talk. By the time the appraisal cycle comes in April, now most of the team members, especially the soft speaking, the hard working guys, they will think all this is real and they will even hesitate to ask for a hike. Half of them will not even ask for a hike. The remaining guys, we already discussed how the appraisal discussion goes. In fact, these guys tell other people also, okay, our company is going very bad, so but let's do more work and let's not even ask for a hike. When you work hard, do all the night outs, everything, the manager will appreciate it, right? And in the appraisal, he will say that, why did you not tell that you have so much work, right? And you are not efficient. And then they will say that, okay, you are not supposed to do so much work. It's actually a black mark on me that you are working so much. then okay, next time what you will do is, okay, this is not good. So you will believe the manager. You will try to take the feedback and correct it. Now this time you work very efficiently, not work late hours. Next appraisal they will say, I never saw you doing any extra work. You never rose to the occasion. And see the other guys. The other guys have not crossed the previous cycle. So see the other guys. I have always seen them working late nights, everything. Right? So they always took more work. So one more thing is, in meetings, you would have noticed that, the managers or senior leads like me keep saying, let's do it. This time we'll do it very well. We should deliver on time, right? And we should release it. We should have very good quality. Here, what you should notice is this we is not we, but you. The we here is not a multi-bit, but a single bit. So, but whenever things go very well, means the delivery happens, then the we automatically becomes multiple.
Who is this manager?
So managers have finally two weapons, right? One weapon is, let's say you cover all this, 3-4 years you covered all this, you made sure that the manager doesn't have anything to complain. Sorry, go ahead. You still have 3 more years. Make sure that you don't have anything to complain. Then the manager says, see, whatever you did is not listed in your goals and objectives. And whatever you do, only the goals and objectives, whatever is written, only that will be considered for hike or promotion. So this time what you will do is, you will try to write in the goals and objectives. Now you want to cover that also. But to write whatever goals and objectives you want to write, you don't even know what you will do next month. So this never ends. Then there is a final weapon, right? You covered goals and objectives also. Then finally the manager will say, you didn't fill the time sheet.
Project manager. Time sheets भी आते हैं बाबा.
Now it is very difficult to argue with managers. So I had a manager earlier.
Now you don't have it.
I had a manager earlier who used to have, let's say, he set up 1-hour meeting. We were to discuss on some process and quality for VLSI and all. So what he used to do is, so when you start something, right, you give a lot of opinions, views and all. And by the end of 1 hour, he makes sure that whatever he thinks is what I agree. This happened 3 or 4 meetings. Then every time, one more thing you should notice is this kind of meetings the manager puts always before lunch. So you will be hungry and finally you agree to whatever it is. Then what I understood is, okay, there is no point in telling my views and opinions. I started agreeing to whatever he says straight away. And the meeting was getting over in half an hour. Then this guy realized that this guy is playing a game. Never play games with manager. So what he started doing is, he started coming the opposite way. He'll say, why should I agree with you? Then he made sure that I explain him why I agree with him and still made the 1 hour meeting. So, one important thing here is, all these managers, in fact including me, they can't win any single argument at home. Well, I meant men. So women managers are like by default super efficient, right? Especially the married ones. See, they run the family, right? So all these tape outs, timing closure, DRCLS is nothing for them. See, they manage the milk, the vegetable vendors, they even manage 2 maids, tenants, they manage the carpenters, they manage the relatives on both sides. And they even manage the PTMs. They go to the PTMs and they understand what the teacher is saying. And what gifts to buy and for what occasions, what not. For them, these tapeouts are nothing. Now, let us say there is one IM graduate, he's a guy, and he became very early, he rose through the ladder and became a CEO. And this guy, if he takes one more janam or even let's say more than one janam, then he becomes as a woman leader. That level of management women are. Now, my advice is, if you have a woman manager, don't even have a one-on-one with them. Let them decide your value. Right? I mean, generally they have some sympathy. They will give you something, take it and go. Don't even argue. Now, if you show them some script or some change in some script settings and you say that you did some innovation, they will look at you like nothing. Because the number of innovations they do at home, with kids, with family, everything, the innovations we do at work are not there. And don't show that you did some innovation to a woman manager.
This was the diversity paper in between.
Thing here is, the way they look at you is, you can't even hold the milk not to overflow at home. Right? You can't even control the stove, pressure cooker, 3 whistles. Right? And you don't even know which leafy vegetable is what. Right? You will be really roasted if you start telling your achievements to a woman manager. You know what I have maximum fun these days? I have maximum fun, especially when I work home, is now my wife has become a manager. And she doesn't like these headphones and all. She puts speaker for all her meetings, especially or the way she handles the team. And I have a lot of fun. The way she handles them, I have a lot of fun. You know what? In her meetings, she doesn't have any mercy. I call her encounter specialist. The way she deals with the team there. I really pity the guys on the other side. Now we all know about Mansi. We call it the intelligent muting gator. So all they need is, while on the meeting, right, they just need to unmute and say chup. Right? And we all think that was by mistake. Now the way you hear that chup, right, the guy I think her husband may be sitting doing some meeting. He will mute. The guys on the other side also mute. The meeting guys on her meeting, everybody mute. That's the power of one unmute. For sure, husband. My husband is mute from day one. But there are some ways to handle managers. Okay. Generally, like mother is like one person who always cares about you. Right? Let's say I'm 40 plus and still my mother thinks I'm a tiger. So recently what happened is, and not very recently, but still I was like 30 plus something. So we were staying in Warangal. So we were to take a train in a general compartment. So I am like this, heavy. My cousin is there who is 50er than me, taller than me and fatter than me. Right? So we both were trying to get into the general compartment. Right? So by the time, it's a lot of general compartment. Right? By the time we were getting in, my mother talks through the window to some guy, can you please move a bit, my children are coming. Right? That guy thinks some children are coming. So he was sitting like this, so he was slowly a bit moved like this. And he was looking for some two small kids. And then I come, then my big brother comes. Look at these guys and my mother. Right? So for mothers, it's always the sons are always very young. So if at all she knows that I am upset on something in the at office, right? Immediately, see, I have two elder brothers. Right? They have their own work, they have their own routine. They never call me, or sometimes we call, but whenever my mother knows that I'm a bit upset, they both call me immediately because she calls them and says, "You are not taking care of your younger brother." So they call me and ask, what is happening here? I have my own problems. Why are you telling mother? So these mothers have a way of handling managers. If they know that managers are a problem, they have a method to handle that. So what they do is, in the next function, right, they will invite the manager and his wife or parents and put some very good saree for them. They will think that if you give some very good return gifts or saree, they will take care of it. So much that for kids, right, if they go to school, they will ask the kids to invite the teachers also home for the function. So that the teachers also, they will put a good saree so that she will not scold the children. Mothers try the soft logic and wives try the hard logic. See, generally the wives think that, okay, this is like, they have bigger problems, right, at home. But once they put themselves into the radar that, okay, this husband is in trouble, then they will do lot of stuff to fix it. So we normally think that takeouts are happening because of what we are doing, hard work, night outs and all. No. Takeouts happen because they see that this guy is working a lot of night out. They do some homa or puja or something. Because of that only takeouts. That is their way of handling the takeout.
Did you tell us that you're not having takeouts?
I missed out one thing. Actually, I'm done. I missed out one thing. So every day we see that our DFT team, I wanted to cover them also. Our DFT team is like, you watched the 12 Angry Men movie? Yes. I love it. So in that 12 Angry Men movie, there is a jury of 12 members. So everybody says that this guy is a guilty guy. But one guy says this guy is not guilty. By the end of the movie, he turns all the other 11 guys to say not guilty. In our DFT team, every day we see that Vamshi works with 11 other guys and convince them. By the end of the day, he convinces them to his opinion. Next day starts, again one more time, all the 11 guys should be convinced. So that is the 12 Angry Men Right? This is not merging with the overall floor plan, but yeah, that's all from my side.
We are drinking, but why are you holding the mic?
I did my practice.
Shyam ji, come. When are we lighting this?